my Chiyaan Vikram fans, this one is for you. A movie that starts off with part 2, but does it need a prequel? Mm. Welcome guys, welcome everybody to Blockbuster. I'm your host AJ, and we are here to review Veera Dheera Sooran Part 2. And truth be told, guys, the main reason on why I went to the movie is because of the cast. Mainly the three main characters in this movie, played by Vikram. I'm always fond of his movies. SJSuryah, I just like his work from the get-go. It just so different. And in this, he's not doing his usual stuff, and that's why I'm happy about it, because it's a bit unique. And from the Mollywood industry, we have surajvenjaramoodu kind of playing the antagonist in this movie. That drove me to kind of give this movie a chance, mainly because of Vikram. And I think that holds true end to end, because these three actors are holding this movie, and they're the ones who keep you gripping, interested in the movie, actually wanting to see it a lot more, because the story in a way is a bit weak, mainly from a length or a time frame standpoint, and also the flow of events is kind of choppy. It's directed by Arun Kumar. The music score, oh my god, mainly the BGM, and this guy always does a great job, is GV Prakash Kumar. I mean, he kills it as and when Vikram is on screen, and when he has those fight sequences that's coming up. If you're a Vikram fan, you will love those moments, and because the music score backs it up, you will feel like, okay, yes, that's my Vikram, right? Now, in terms of the story, without spoiling much, because there is a lot of twists and turns in this movie, and this is present day. It revolves around these three characters. SJSuryah is a cop. Vikram is kind of an ex-gangster, gunda kind of guy who stepped away from all of that, and I guess that's the prequel component where they want to show how things were before. Surajvenjaramoodu and his father has his own kind of mini empire going, with politics, power, illegal components, and all that stuff is going on there. And there's a couple of events that transpire that creates a situation where Vikram has his own life now. Present day Vikram is more of, he has his family, he has a mini store that he runs in the village. He doesn't want to be part of all this illegal bad stuff that's put behind him. But Suraj, his father, is in like a fix and a concerning situation. They go to him to ask for help, and SJSuryah is also tied into this, because he's the one who wants to get after the other two folks. And it's basically a cat and mouse game about who gets to each other first in terms of revenge, and a couple of other plots that's going on. That's the baseline high level component of the story. At certain points, it does get boring. In general, I saw the audience lose that focus, and because of the dragginess on a couple of scenes, I think those components should have been cut out. There's this one stretch of sequences where they take you back to the past, and it's about 25 minutes. I think that's where they lose the reason on why this movie doesn't need a prequel. That's just my opinion, because I think whatever they showed in the movie, I know what the characters are. There's no reason for me to learn more about them. So I think this movie should have just been a standalone component, because in that 25 minutes, when they take you to the past, it shows how tough Vikram is, how powerful he is, and everybody is scared of him, and the way how he's connected with Suraj and his gang, and how SJSuryah kind of being like this middleman across the board. So those connections are already showcased in that sequence. To me, if they would remove that part, which is 20-25 minutes, then the question of having a prequel would have been a lot more interesting, because it would be good to know, why did he move away? Why did he leave? What made the drift happen between Vikram and Suraj? Right now, because they already showed most of it, it leaves me to think this should just be a standalone movie. And I have to give a massive amount of credit for the three actors, because I was interested from the beginning till the end, is because of Vikram, Suraj, and SJSuryah. Because there's a couple of scenes, I need to give the director credit as well. It keeps you on edge. It is gripping. And the way how Vikram acts during those flows, it's like, oh, you don't know what's going to happen next. So those scenes were kind of the standout, and the actors showcasing what they can bring to the table. But when you look into the story end to end, it's not something great that we haven't seen before. Only if you're like a super fan of Vikram, I would say, yeah, you can go and watch it in the theater. But for the general audience, I feel I would have much rather watched this when it comes to your streaming platform or OTT. But nonetheless, it is definitely a good movie. Nothing great, but for the folks who have watched Veera Dheera Sooran, let me know what you guys think. Did you like it a lot more than me? Am I crazy? Or did you have the same kind of opinion? Put it in the comments. And as always, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and share.